bracket elimination matches for the final spot in October 14th's round for the U.S. Open Championship for 2007 is about to get underway. Our tournament leader, the girl that qualified #1 up on the left-hand lane, Shannon O'Keefe.
And you know, I've got to make my picks early, and Shannon's #1 seed. I'm going to go out on a limb with Shannon. She just bowled so well this week after starting so poorly with games of 159, 178, 148. She shot 485 to start with and then really brought it on. Well, that comes a little bit high.
She ended up averaging 214 for all 32 games, so you're right, Marshall. Once she gets it going, she's really tough. And here is a young lady, 23 years old, Stephanie Nation, who's really been red hot in catching women's bowling by surprise a little bit. We've known her for a long time, but she was really tough lately.
Hits light, splatters the pins all over the place, so a nice solid start for Stephanie Nation, the 23-year-old from Orlando, Florida.
Tough spare for Shannon.
Boy, and she did not go to a spare ball. She actually shot that with her strike ball. She made about a 5 or 6 board adjustment left, and lots of ways to skin a cat, as you would say.
I agree, and you know, I'm still a proponent of using the strike ball and varying the hand position. Now, here is actually the most celebrated and accomplished women bowler of all time, other than Marion Ladewig, Wendy McPherson.
Great projection down the lane for Wendy, and she has a very fast release. She gets the ball out in front of her and really snaps through with the wrist.
The last qualifier of our 32-game qualifier, 16th spot, Olivia Sandham. She is a All-American career at Wichita State under the coaching of Gordon Badigan.
Come on, ball. Up.
Boy, that ball went long. You know, I think she got a little extra speed on that shot than she had earlier in practice.
Well, how hard is it, Marshall? Your first shot on television, it's unbelievable when it really counts. And, you know, actually came off her hand pretty good, but it was a great observation by you. Slides by, leaves the 2-4-10.
We saw that made an earlier telecast, but now Wendy McPherson on 25 going for an early double. Well, that was left on her hand, and you know, I would have picked Wendy McPherson and still do like Wendy McPherson to win this game, although she leaves the very difficult 3, 4, 6, 10. She needs to just touch the right side of the 3-pin, slide it into the 4.
Get over.
Sandham making a good attempt, but it'll be 9 out for her in the opening frame.
Makeable split for Wendy.
Well, catches too much of the 3-pin, and it's 9 out. It'll be a 12-pin advantage for Nation going into the second frame.
Olivia was obviously an outstanding collegiate player, and waiting for her chance to shine and make a living as a professional bowler, and this is their first time to the big dance.
And she changed balls, Bo.
Carry.
Ball tips a little more in the back end. Beautiful adjustment.
Stephanie Nation up on the right-hand lane, Team USA member in 2005, and came up through the Junior Team USA, so she did it all the right way. Been a great player and developing even better.
Boy, and now every one of our competitors has thrown an errant shot.
Well, that's that pressure, Marshall. We know that 95% of the shots under pressure are pulled for a right-hander to the left side, or obviously we don't have a lefty, but to pull it to the right. Now O'Keefe.
Sit. Hit. Yes.
Oh, solid 7.
I think she thinks she struck. Look at her. She
does?
I think she... No? Wow. Marshall, you wouldn't have reacted quite that way. I don't think there'd have been a ball return rack if you left a 7-pin like that.
Yeah, you got me right again, Bo.
Smart play by Nation, getting the 2 pins.
O'Keefe makes the spare, and that ball was a little bit left off her hand. She asked for it to hold, and it did, but she left the smash 7.
Wow.
And both of O'Keefe's shots have been a little bit left of her target.
Stephanie Nation has chosen to pursue her master's degree and is currently the coach and assistant coach at UCF bowling program in Orlando, and that's not too far from me, Marshall, and they have a great team, and I'm sure it'll be even better with Stephanie's tutelage.
You bet. Just the 10-pin, 7-pin, the last one to fall out. That match is tied right now between Nation and McPherson. O'Keefe looking for her first strike in the third frame.
Get it off your hand, Shannon. Get it off your hand.
A little self-commentary, just get it off her hand. Obviously left the target. Got a good break, broke up the split, and once again has basically the same combination she had in the first frame. She had the 3-6-10, now the 3-6. And here's a gal doing a lot of practice on the 10-pin. Stephanie Nation, you do not expect her to miss it.
No. Nope, she's a good spare shooter. She's a control player. Boy, I'll tell you what, she's doing great making that spare with an interesting approach to doing it, using the strike ball, just moving over 5 or 6 boards. I would be leery of trying it that way myself, but she's proving that 2 for 2 works.
She won't leave it again, Marshall. Wendy McPherson.